Hi, everyone. Raj Gavrola. Welcome to Experiencing Intelligent Breakthroughs in Your Sports Performance and Life. This week, we are continuing with solving a performance gap. What are the 7 strategies? Last week, it was advice. This week, it's your clients. I could have made that step number one because think about it. In your sports and in your life, whether it's for you or you doing something for someone else, usually there's someone else involved. And so you want to know that, is it to your liking? Is it good for you? Is it to their liking? Is it good for them? And then what are the better outcomes and the common goals that we can work towards? And if we see that that has high value, then it's worth having an agreement going towards that. So there's usually always someone else involved. And I think that's how it should be, right? So that's really a key. And so it's very, very important for you to understand whether those clients, is what I'm calling them, are actual sponsors or people who are watching the event, fans or spectators or coaches or your teammates, your family, your friends. Who is it? And just understand that, you're out there more than just for yourself. It's always like that. It's just that you're the one who's delivering. And you need to know and think and feel and see and hear and taste yourself sort of delivering. Because when you feel you're delivering and you feel and know and think you're successful and you're delivering, then you realize that, this becomes larger than you. Now, I'm not saying you necessarily think about these people while you're doing what you're doing because, you're concentrating and focused on your performance cues to be successful at doing what you do. Now, you might receive snapshots of inspiration or epiphanies, those kind of things come to people's mind, and that could involve someone. However, usually when you're in the zone, you're so tuned in to the moment that you're just basically at a state of pure performance breakthroughs or performing and having fun, and it's enjoyable and it feels effortless. And so the more often you can get that sensation, which I call the zone effect, obviously the better you'll do. But really it's all about delivery. I'm not thinking, or you're not thinking of the outcomes. You're not too focused on all the details of the process. You just know what it is that your goal is, and you put that to the side. You put everything to the side or in the back of your mind, and you're just really there to deliver. And as you do, the resources from your training, from your mental preparation, from your mental performance, from all the things that you do, your nutrition, your sleep, all of those start to support and add up so that you do deliver. And that's really what it's about, right? I mean, we can try to complicate it and say it's about so much more, but it's really not. And when we realize and we understand this, then it just helps to block out all the other interference that might come. And so I have obviously strategies to do that, and everybody's a little different in doing that. and they have a different outlook and different mindset in that. However, with the right tools, it can be easier and easier for you to do. And that's what we want, because when you do have the right tools and you're doing that, you're not creating the obstacles, or you're not putting the limitations, or you're not doing something that unintentionally is harmful to you, or making it more challenging or difficult for you. So that's what I have for this week. If something here resonates with you, you can contact me at 864-569-2315 or at rajgavrola.com. So I had a zone effect this week. The zone, as many of you know, I describe it as when you're making a breakthrough, you're doing something better, you're improving. Time's not a deterring factor. Everything's in slow motion. It seems that everything slows down and it feels effortless. And mine is that I updated the zone model. And the reason I did, you can go watch video 1 in this series of this week. This is video 4, but video 1 of experiencing intelligent breakthroughs in your performance in life, number 22, if you want to know why I did so. But basically, it's this simple. I put in the first phase of the zone, know and think performance cue and see slow motion. And the reason I added the know part is because by knowing, you have certainty, and that will give your brain freedom, more room to continue. And then when you need to think, you can think, and then you know what the outcomes of the thinking are, and you know it, and you keep going. Whereas if you're just thinking all the time, thinking all the time, you're going to wear your brain out. That's how you get mental fatigue. That's how you overthink. And so that's very, very important for you. And of course, listening to your body helps with that. And therefore, you know from listening to your body what to do. So that is my zone effect for this week. What is your meaningful trigger for this evening? As you can see, I'm coming at you today with a little different look. I'm outside on my deck just because it's such a nice fall day. It's amazing. And so I decided to be out here. A little different out here. So I don't know. I like it. I sort of do like the curtains though, where I'm at in my office. I don't know. It's just something that just seems pretty easy, comfortable. But my zone effect this evening is I have some basketball training to go to this evening. So that'll be interesting to see. I'm looking at a lot of things there because I'm an expert that speaks professionally, a coach, a consultant, and an author. It's pretty interesting just seeing how the training is structured, what kind of activities we do, those kind of things that if I didn't do what I do for a living, I'm not so sure I'd pay that much attention to. I mean, I would notice them, but not to the extent that I do now. So that's what I have for you. If something here resonates with you, you can contact me to talk about your specific situation at 864-569-2315 or Raj at rajgavrola.com.